Hello everyone, it is Monday, November 12th, in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. It may be Monday, but it's 4 more days till Friday. Yeah, baby. So let's get right off the bat with our unofficial sponsor of the show, my good friend Crystal Lloyd Dozani, KJ Lloyd, Organa Gold Coffee. Great way to start the day, or tonight, or whatever have you. Because it's Monday and Lord knows we need coffee and she's got some good stuff. KJ Lloyd, OrganaGold.com. Now see, my good friend Crystal is also a 50 style pinup model, a published poet, and she knows it twice. She's been in the comic book, Red Sky Comics. Age Ranger, I worked with her in jolly old England, and she's a total sweetheart from Wyoming. Stunningly gorgeous. And you need to check out her page. Facebook.com/Crystal Addiction. That's KRYSTALADDICTION. Telling you she's going to be the next Betty Page someday. You just watch. Aspiring actress, too. So, with that said, let's get to the proper, well, we got our proper beer consumption apparatus. The beer of the day for today is, coffee porter by Real Ale Brewing Company, Blanco, Texas. Because, folks, I need a coffee porter just to stay awake to finish this here show because I'm exhausted. I know, Justin, dim it, not very loud today. My wife and daughter are asleep right now, so I got to be quiet. Proper beer pouring technique, 45-degree angle right over the keyboard. Never spilled a drop on it because I'm just that damn good. And no, Justin, I am not going to spill the beer. That would be a crime. I've spilled one beer on the show, and I paid for it dearly. Cheers and beer to all you Prost, as they say in Germany, Kampai, as they say in Japan. Yes it is. Well, let's get to the birthday shout-outs for today. We got two of them. My good friend Jenny Deck. Now this lovely lady I've yet to meet in person, but she's a Mafia Wars junkie like me and damn proud of it. If I'm not mistaken, met you through Farmville. Not certain on that one, but I know we love the Mafia Wars. Haven't met you in person yet. Hopefully someday I will. Totally cool lady. And hope you enjoy the show. Happy birthday to you, Jenny. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Because you know I will. Next on the list. The other birthday for today. Big shout out to my man Jim Rose. Crude old that I worked with in jolly old England. Jim, I forgot where you're living at now, but I know you're currently in a professional development class to become a leader and a CEO down the road. Professionalism class in Alabama, otherwise known as Eastern Mississippi. Well, see, I'm living down here in Yeehaw, Texas, where men are men, the bulls run scared. Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. But Jim, hope you have a wicked awesome day, my man. Party hard and enjoy the birthday. And how about a shout out to your better half, Jamie? Total sweetheart, great lady. I miss you guys big time. Pleasure and honor working with you in jolly old England, and hope you too enjoy the show. This guy right here, the love doctor, Reverend Dr. B, he misses you big time. And a cheers and beers to both of you. Jamie, I know you'd give your great man a special dinner or something if he was there right now, but he'll be back. And I know you guys miss each other. You guys are awesome. I miss both of you. So you two have a wicked awesome day. Cheers and beers. With that said, how about some more additional shout-outs? My man, Steve Chiapetta. Now this guy, badass, crude old guy worked with in good old California, the land of fruits and nuts. T1, the Millennium Falcon. The first of its kind. A phenomenal hunk of machinery indeed. And Steve, it was a pleasure to work with you for 5 glorious years. And Bud, it's great keeping in touch with you. Definitely an awesome guy. See, Steve and I, we were born in the wrong era. We should have been born in 1938. and lived during the 50s. The best era in history, undoubtedly. We love our old school music, our old school cars. They don't make things like they used to. Steve's the one that got me into a lot of the modern rockabilly music out there in psychobilly. Boy, do we love Reverend Horton Heat, don't we? Oh, yeah. And, Steve, I got a treat for you today, buddy. And by the way, dude, that was so awesome when you sent that picture yesterday. Unbelievable. Me wearing this hat. And that picture's like around 15 years old. Amazing. Squeeze me. But Steve, my friend, hope you're doing well. You know I'm doing well. Looks like you're doing great. Miss you, bud. And I hope we get to hang out again sometime. That'd be awesome. I'd love to just go cruising. You know, old car, jamming the old school, and just cruising down the strip. That would be totally awesome. Brother, I salute you. And definitely a pleasure and honor working with you. And great keeping in touch with you. You have a wicked awesome day, my man. And a big cheers and beers to you, huh? Next on the list, a lovely lady that I have yet to meet in person. Hope to someday. She watches my show quite often. The lovely Elaine Frizzell. Awesome, awesome lady. A fellow mafia at the Mafia Wars on the old Facebook. We love playing it. We love whacking the crap out of people. And Elaine, it was great to help you win the war tonight. That was awesome. Not like whacking some schmuck, huh? There you go. But Elaine, hope you enjoy the show. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Just celebrate the day, because if the day ends in a way, it's a good day. And it's a blessing to be alive and enjoying life. Drinking beer with you. So, hope you enjoy the show. Next on the list. Now, here's an awesome guy as well. Another fellow mafioso. My man, Rick Garman. This dude's another one I want to meet in person. This guy's ultra cool. Always posting goofy shit out there. And I like doing that myself, man. You got to keep people laughing. Keep them entertained and informed, like the late, great George Carlin always said. Well, see, Rick, if I'm not mistaken, living in California, the land of fruits and nuts. A great state indeed. The home of In-N-Out Burger. Ah, the best fast food burger joint in the country, undoubtedly. Been around since 1948, 6 years before Burger King, 7 years before McDonald's, and they're much better than the both of them put together. But Rick, my man, love my beer, you know that. And cheers and beers to you for being totally wicked awesome. You have a great day, my man. Next on the list. My man Steve Brandt, a.k.a. the man with the voice. This guy is a crew dog that I worked with in jolly old England. A great man indeed. And a man that someday could become one of my executive producers of my show. It'd be awesome. Steve, I'd love to see you make that Beer and Song of the Day song. That'd be really neat if you did that. But I know you're doing some acting gigs right now. I'm very proud of you. Living in Florida. And got a lovely lady. And I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember her name at the moment. So shame on me. Schmuck. Senility sucks. But I'll tell you what there, man. Miss you, bud. Great keeping in touch with you. Definitely an awesome guy. And we're going to meet up again sometime. We will have to do that. But in the meantime, Steve, you enjoy the show. And a big cheers and beers to you. As you notice, I do have a theme song. Beer is good for you. That'd be one John Prine and David Allen Coe. A good song indeed. But Steve, the man with the voice, enjoy the show, my friend. You are totally awesome. Next on the list. How about my man Ivan Barba? Or is it Ivan? It's Ivan. Ivan Barba. This dude is ultra cool. Met him through his big brother, Juan Barba, who I met through my beloved love goddess, the lovely Farrah Baker, formerly Delgado, a.k.a. Farralicious Sweetie, whatever you want to call her. I just call her the Queen, my love goddess, the greatest woman in the world, undoubtedly. Oh, and she makes beautiful babies. We got a beautiful Princess Delilah thanks to her. But Ivan, you're one awesome guy, man. You really are. And love that picture. I had no idea that picture I posted. You actually knew the guy. Totally amazing. Small world, man. Definitely small world. But I thought I'd give you a shout out. I know you watch the show quite often. Yup. Squeeze me. And you are definitely worthy of a shout out because you've earned it. Like Smith Bonnie say, they made it the old fashioned way. They earned it. But brother man, have a beer and enjoy the show with me. And have a wicked awesome day. Next on the list. These two guys are both New York Giant fans. I'm going to give them both shout outs. My man Dave Clark, a spark chasing badass I worked with in jolly old Japan, a Harley riding BMF, a Heineken guzzling dude, ultra cool, big blues fan like this guy. Dave, you're one of the funniest son of bitches I've ever met in my life. One of the coolest cats I've met. And man, oh man, I'll never forget the time we went on a field trip to Guam, just hanging out, listening to that Jimi Hendrix Blues album, drinking Heinies, and reminiscing, man. That was totally freaking awesome. But you know what was also awesome? And I know you're going to disagree with this. It was awesome to see Eli, oh, I wish I was as good as Tom Brady, Manning, get his nuts kicked in by the Cincinnati Bengals of all teams. What was up with that? That totally blew my mind. Dave, I love you. And also got a huge respect for Victor Cruz. And I got nothing against the Giants except for that scumbag by the name of Eli Manning. Eli Manning, there you go. Take that, you schmuck. But Dave, you're a good sport. You know I'm a good sport. We'd talk trash to each other, but deep down, I'd rather hang out with a true loyal, no bullshit freaking Jets or Giants fan like you, the Giants fan, than hang out with a fair weather Patriots fan. Honest to God, that's the truth. I like hanging out with true fans, no matter who the team is. Hell, they could be a true Ravens fan. I don't like the Ravens very much, but I'd hang out with them over a fair weather Patriots fan or a punk ass Patriots fan. Why? Because cool people root for all teams. Of course, we all know the Patriots are the best team in the NFL. The record may not indicate as such, and our defense does suck balls, but they need to improve, and they need to improve fast. Because if they don't, and the Colts beat my Patriots, I will be wearing Patriots colors. Colts colors on my Facebook page, and that will suck ass. How about my man Jason Ayala? Here's a guy I don't hear from a whole lot when his team is losing. He's a bubble-chasing badass I worked with in jolly old England. A great man indeed, a great friend. A trash-talking son of a bitch. But Jay, I love you, brother. No homo. And, dude, a cheers and beers to you. And congratulations on Eli getting denutted. Ha ha! Love it. So, to the Giants, may they rot in hell. Because as long as Eli Manning's on the team, I ain't ever going to root for him. Can't do it. Well, maybe if they're playing the Jets. Then that could happen. Dave, Jay, you guys are awesome nonetheless. And a cheers and beers to the both of you. And with that said, shout outs are done. Let's get to the celebrity birthdays. How about on this day 30 years ago, Anne Hathaway was born. The lovely actress who I saw some pictures of her recently. Not as hot as I originally thought. But she aight. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. If I was single, of course. On this day, some sources say 1928, some sources say 1929. Actress and future princess Grace Kelly. How about that? She was born 1928, 1929. Some sources will say both. On this day in 1945, Neil Young was born. Classic singer. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and eventually Young. There you go. On this day in 1970, that evil, psychotic bitch Tanya Harding was born. That's right, the one that stabbed Massachusetts figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. That hardcore about getting a gold medal. What a bitch. Oh, and I saw some videos of her, Tanya Harding. Ugh. And I thought she was cute at first, too. And then I saw her naked. Ugh. Gross. And she was like 25 then. It was her wedding videos with Jeff Gillooly. Ugh. Gruesome chick. Very disappointing. Some people just need to keep their clothes on. On this day in 1968, haha, Sammy Sosa was born. Slammin' Sammy, who sadly was juiced up beyond belief. But he'll still claim he's innocent. On this day in 1961, famous Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci was born. Now, Nadia Comaneci, the thing about her is she was 15 when she scored the very first perfect 10 in the 1976 Olympics. The sad thing is nowadays, she would not have been able to compete in the Olympics because she was under 16. And I think that's disappointing personally. If some people say it should have an age limit, I don't. If they're the best in the world, by God, let them compete. That's my philosophy. Okay? They're going to cry whether they're 20 or 13. That's just the way it is. Whatever. On this day in 1944, one of the most underrated sportscasters ever, in my opinion, was born. And that would be one Al Michaels. The guy is phenomenal, okay? Absolutely phenomenal. Monday Night Football host at the time for a lot of years. Lots of other sports things for ABC, now NBC is doing. The guy is just incredible. And his voice is very similar to Chris Berman. Kind of neat. On this day in 1980, badass linebacker Lance Briggs of the Chicago Bears was born. And finally on this day in 1934, ultra weirdo, psychotic, crazy man Charles Manson was born. Yep, he's 78 and he's still alive and still in prison. And there ain't no way that man's ever coming out of prison. I mean, who would want a guy who cuts a swastika in his head to come out of prison? Not me. I remember an interview years back, they said, if you came out of prison, if they let you out of prison, would you kill again? He's like, yup. Yeah, guy like that needs to be behind bars forever. How about some milestones today? On this day in 1981, the first ever balloon crossing of the Pacific Ocean was completed in the Double Eagle 5. Wow. On this day in 1989, Brazil actually held the first free elections since 1960. Holy crap. On this day in 1954, the Ellis Island immigration station closed. Ellis Island, most famous for allowing... the United States of America was founded on immigration, folks. It was. And you know something? I don't have an issue with that. And I don't have an issue with immigration. You know? Go through the legal process. Try to learn the language. Do what our ancestors did. Want to be proud to be Americans. And I'm all for immigration. I really and truly am. But you gotta want to be an American. You know? Don't come here just wanting to come here. Granted, it's good to have a better life, but be proud to be an American, too. You know, it's a little tougher these days at times, but it's still the best damn country in the world. It's up to us to keep it that way. And folks, the message of the day from the Love Doctor states, make sure we keep our United States, because seeing it as the divided states sucks. Alright, there you go. It's all about looking out for each other and staying positive, focused positive, good stuff like that. Alright, on this day in 1936, the Oakland Bay Bridge opened. How about that? Very cool, famous bridge, legendary bridge. Not the Golden Gate, but still a very important bridge nonetheless. On this day in 1933, the first known photo of Nessie was taken. Well, who's Nessie, Reverend Dr. B? Nessie, known as the Loch Ness Monster of Scotland. That's right. And finally, on this day in 1920, Kennesaw Mountain Landis was elected the very first Major League Baseball commissioner ever. So there you go. There's your facts of the day. Let's get to the show of the day. Folks, look at that. The black and white series of Dragnet with Jack Webb, one of my all-time favorite actors ever. And I wish I had the entire 276 episodes. I really do. I think it's 276. Yeah. First episode came out December 16th, 1951. Now, the episode I have here, unfortunately, NBC TV does not have them all out. Maybe someday they will. Who knows if they have them all. But the episode today is from November 16th, 1952. And it's called The Big 17. And in this one, now I didn't research any notes, but I do believe this is the one. Now, we had Johnny Demring, who was, I want to say he was about to turn 18. I can't remember. Maybe he had just turned 17, hence the name The Big 17. But basically, he ends up overdosing on heroin, drug addict. And a pretty interesting episode. Herb Ellis played the role of Frank Smith. That was before Ben Alexander took over. He was the most famous partner of Joe Friday, played by Jack Webb, ever. And certainly a great show, folks. If you've never seen Dragnet, you need to see it. I've got the entire radio series, all 318 episodes. Well, all but 7. There's 7 of them that are not available, and it's a real bummer. The first radio episode came out June 3rd, 1949. And the last one was February 26, 1957. However, the last, 55 really was the last episode. And then 55, 56, 56, 57, they did repeat episodes. But anyway, the TV series ran all the way through till August of 1959. August 18th of 59, if I'm not mistaken. But The Big 17, definitely a classic. You need to check it out. And you can find it on archive.org. That's archive.org. If you don't feel like buying it, you can actually find that very episode, The Big 17, archive.org. That website you need to check out, because that site, everything that is basically does not have a copyright at this moment is free and available on that site. I've downloaded many of them. Old school movie, download episodes of Dragnet, tons of them. All kinds of other neat stuff. A lot of old movies and things like that. So check it out. And even music too. Download a lot of music. And it's all, free. Because there's no copyright laws on it. Perfectly legal. So, archive.org, folks. If you haven't checked it out before, you need to. And Steve Chiappetta, I think you'd appreciate a site like that. So cheers and beers to all of you. And let's get to the babe of the day and the song of the day. Today's babe of the day is the lovely lady that passed away in a house fire in 1982 at the age of 53. And that is Princess Grace Kelly. That's right. Absolutely gorgeous back in the day. And probably not so gorgeous now. She's been dead for 30 years. But I remember when she passed away. I remember watching the news when she had passed away. It's pretty crazy. But Steve, my friend, today's song takes us back to 1956. And this man you know personally. You have met him. And you are friends with him. And he's still alive at the age of 77. Born July 20th, 1935 in Smackover, Arkansas. Living in Massachusetts. The great Sleepy LaBeef. And this song is the unreleased version called All the Time from 1956. The greatest year of music ever. Here you go. Steve and everyone, this is for you.
How much I love that woman of mine. How much I love
Now,
that woman of mine. Her sweeter love.
Sleepy LaBeef was 6'6", 6'7", or still is, 265 pounds approximately. A big fella indeed.
What would I give to have her now? I'd give my life. It's no good, no how.
Grace Kelly
If I can't have her with
just
me all the time.
personifies a beauty.
Well, if you see her, tell her me sugar daddy full of misery. I wanna see her when the sun
Natural
goes
beauty,
down.
folks.
I'll be looking all over town, cause I can't stop my crazy heart. No, I can't stop my crazy heart. If the feels just like it'll break apart. And I were with
Poised,
me all
calm,
the
cool,
time. Let's
collected
get it now.
demeanor. Gotta have a good instrumental break, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. That was the 60s in there. To see the
Well, you
princess
see
in
her
that one.
telling me her sugar daddy full of misery. I wanna see her when the sun goes down. I'll be looking all over town, cause I can't stop
Heard it.
my crazy heart. No, I can't stop my crazy heart.
Certainly a legendary
If the
portrait
feels
right
just
there.
like it'll break apart. If I can't have her with me all the time.
Hello. Yes, sir. I probably could have had this episode a little bit quicker, even. And I'm keeping them under 30 minutes again because I need to. But I don't quite have the energy as I usually do. So we are going to find one more excellent picture for you. Well, that's a good one. Yes, sir. Cleavage, too. Gotta love that. Hell yeah. There you go. One more color photo of the late, great, lovely Grace Kelly. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, it's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than me and the Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag. Squeeze me. Cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. Manning. Or men slapping women. Things like that are just plain stupid. And don't forget, Peyton and Eli Manning combined 3 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady, by himself, 3 Super Bowl rings. He's as good as both of them put together. So there you go, Manning fans like Justin Dimmitt and all you other schmucks and schmuckettes out there. Tom Brady, BMF. And everybody else, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody else, you all take care. Talk to you later. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. And yes, Steve, this is the same hat still to this day. Pretty wicked awesome, huh? Oh, yeah.